sex health education has become a joke and something that everybody takes very lightly.
It comes close to something like urgent need of the hour.
Not introduced to.
Taboo.
I remember I was 13 when I was going through a lot of changes internally, and that was after 2 years I had my first boyfriend, my first relationship, and he was the one who used to tell me what I should know, but I am not too sure now what he knew mostly. So it was basically we both were exploring together.
There was this guy, my brother's friend. I was really attracted towards him, and whenever I used to see him, I used to get these feelings and butterflies in my stomach and everything. But I had no idea what to do or how to deal with them. So it was really confusing.
In our school, when we all come to a certain age, when we hit our puberty, we basically experience a lot of mental and physical changes. Especially in girls, we are introduced with the concept of menstruation cycle. Now, for such a tender age, wherein you're not even exposed to such the education that should be provided to all the young teenagers, people take such natural process as a joke.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, students. Today we are going to talk about education.
I vividly remember this incident that we guys were being taught our first ever reproduction. It was some biology class, and the chapter was obviously reproduction. And when we came to the point where the teacher was explaining us male reproductive organs and female reproductive organs, people obviously had an idea about what it was. Kids of our class had it, but and all of them, I remember, passed a very secret smile, which obviously came to our teacher's notice, but she didn't really do anything about it.
I think first is porn that creates some unexpected expectations. As a kid, even I have done that. And then second is friends, because that's the only kind of people you meet every day.
When I first got exposed to porn, I always thought that this is probably the thing, this is probably how it is. But later on, when it was my turn to explore the female body, it wasn't really as expected. And I think speaking about the male ego, I think that this also has to do a lot with that. People probably look at porn and they fantasize about them, probably carrying out activities as shown to them, but that isn't really the case.
One thing that I also remember is how people do not agree to use of the contraception, and this taboo of actually getting one from a chemist shop. So whenever any of my friends or anyone for that matter, like if I want to go and go to a chemist shop and ask for a contraceptive, obviously, I have this stigma in my mind that, oh my God, people will judge me.
If I speak about myself, I'm obviously very cautious towards protection. But yes, men have been guilty of not using protection as they tend to think that it defames their manhood, which I really think is a very stupid concept to have.
Well, my parents never spoke about it. Even like I had this expectation from my father that he's being so educated, he will someday at least come and not discuss it, but at least tell me a few things I should know. But that never happened. Till date, it has not happened. And even though my brother is 4-5 years younger than me, it did not happen with him also. And eventually, when me and my sibling became more of friends, it was both of us discussing these things. And so it was like he has half the knowledge, I have half the knowledge, and we are sharing it. So like in the future, I would want the authorities, basically, like in school, colleges, and it should start as early as, like, if you're trying to educate about sex, it should start around 12 to 15 is that age. And if it is about child abuse, then it should start even earlier.
In urban youth, married or unmarried, we still get some way, at some age we do, or with some sources we do have some information with us. But what about the other sector of the society? In India, where already everybody is so repressed in their thoughts, what about the poor section? So we have to start making the change from ourselves. If today me, being an educated woman, tries to talk about it openly, maybe someday it will sweep in through and everybody will talk about it openly, and especially the poor section of society, they'll be able to understand it better, and they'll be able to knowledge, process the same knowledge for themselves, so that they also have a choice.
I think more importantly, more than anyone else, your parents, because they've been your guiding light as they keep on claiming. I think it is their right, first of all, to make you to explain it to you what it was. They will keep on pressuring you that yes, you've got a job now. It's your time to get married. It's your time now. You've gotten married. It's your time to get a baby. But only if they show a little more concern towards how the baby is produced, I think that will be a lot more helpful.